I have no idea what I'm going to say right now. Normally, I am prepared for these monologues. But right now, Scott just pressed record and the music's playing. But anyways, now that he's single again, I felt that I would dedicate the first half of this intro to trying to find Scott some pussy. Because the only way to bounce back when you get broken, you're heartbroken. Now, I don't know the details of the relationship, but I will tell you this. Getting laid is the first thing you need to do, Scott. And that is why I have brought over Luke Rockhold, who will be in the studio tonight. And the reason why, I'm guessing he's going to be with like 7 girls. The man is an animal. He is a pimp. If you've ever gone out with this guy before, it's like a fucking magnet. You know that thing that's like, I don't know. Yeah, a magnet. That's exactly what it is. I'm having a panic attack right now. I don't know what's happening to me. My body's being shut down. It must be, I must need a zap. Must take a zap. Episode 36, I think. Right now.
Well, Peter, let's get zapped.
Why do I always have to talk first, Scott?
Well, you're the host, buddy.
No. It's co-host and host the same thing with the same people, aren't we?
I mean, technically, I'm the producer. But
Yeah.
I guess right now
Oh, yeah,
I'm the
producer,
co-host too.
co-host. Anyways, dude, listen. I had an idea, by the way. I was gonna have I made this big thing on social media. I was like, I'm gonna have a guest co-host because right now, obviously, we're looking for a co-host. I told Aaron, kind of like, dude, I mean, we need you to all in, kind of, or all out with it. I don't know how we can make it work unless he's fully kind of on our. It was sprinkle him in. Maybe we'll have like the informant's corner or something.
Yeah,
It's like a 2-minute
little
rundown,
segment.
like where he gives like all the information on people or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So what was he saying? Is he not all in?
I don't know. You know Aaron. He's fucking all over the place. But I was going to go savage on him. I went and I messaged his sister and hit up his sister to come on the pod because I was going to be like, and I
Rachel?
had it. Yeah, but Aaron's smart. Like, Aaron, he sniffed it out and shut it down. I'm so mad, dude. I was going to have Rachel on here. We were going to bust Aaron's balls
She
a
would
little
have
bit.
been. She would have been great.
I know. But
Rachel's a
I
fun-
get
fun
it.
girl.
I get it. It's family. You know, but listen, I had Harvey's blessing, though. I had his pops' blessing on it.
Oh,
so.
you contacted the head honcho.
The head honcho, who's the Godfather. Harvey Steinberg is the Godfather. You got to respect Harvey. He's done a lot for us, you know. And so, anyways, that plan got foiled. So now it's just me and you again. I think what we're going to try and do is bring in, starting, because we'll have time now to do this, starting Tuesday's episode, or who knows, we might even launch one before then, but Tuesdays and Thursdays, obviously, whatever, we'll see. I think we bring in different every time till we find somebody we like. Different co-hosts.
I agree. I really want to get the Frankinator in here, dude.
No,
The
she
Frankinator is
can't.
at the top
Franco
of my list,
can't
bro.
come on here. I have a girlfriend now. It'll look weird, I think.
I mean, I don't have a girlfriend now, and you know, Franco,
Yeah, you can-
beautiful lady. I mean, maybe I take my shot with her.
Well, then DM her all you want and fucking do whatever you gotta do, but just don't. I don't want. She's a great girl, but I can't. I'm out.
I'm not a shark in the DMs. It's got to be an in-person.
Well, I'll tell you, you are a shark in the DMs
Mm-hmm.
now because I'm hoping that after my plug on social media, that might have helped. I'm very sorry. You just broke up with your girlfriend?
Yeah, we did. It was a year-long run, and she was a quarantine girlfriend, and now the world seems like it's returning to normal, so we are no longer together.
So you are single.
I am single, yes.
Wish I could help you, Scott, but everybody listening is 99% men.
I was gonna say you gave me that plug, and I had about like an entire roster of little league players
Really?
start following me.
Yeah. You don't want that. I'm gonna do this by the next podcast Tuesday. I'm gonna get you. I mean, not that you have any problem doing it yourself, but you know, I gotta throw you a bone here. I'm gonna try and get you laid.
I love it.
All right.
And it's also my birthday coming up. Don't want to make this a Scooty
All right.
episode.
This is not
but
exactly. What is it? The Scooty Wilson episode? Listen, you
Hey,
work
hey,
hard,
hey,
but
hey,
fucking know your place. What do you want?
when my opportunities come up, I grab them by the balls, man.
I'll be sure to bring you a birthday cake. But actually, you know who might help you though is Kyle Pitts was supposed to be on this show. Kyle just got hit in the head, literally across the middle on a play from the Georgia guy.
You're hyped on this guy. You think he's the real deal?
Kyle
huh?
Pitts is going to be one of the best receiver tight ends. He's 6'6". He's a beast. He's plays at Florida. He's right now. ESPN has him like 6th best in the fucking league. Right now, he's going to be top first round draft pick. He's a hell of a kid. He's a good kid. We have a good relationship, and like, you know, I like to have everybody on here as guests most of the time. People I fuck with, and I know, you know, it's like weird if you don't know somebody. It's like, all right, I don't know how big of a dick I can be, even though I still probably will be anyway. But
I mean, that's just your personality, though. That's what makes you you. That's what makes you great, dude.
Yeah,
You'll
whatever.
fucking go at anybody.
Whatever. Anyways, but I do have Luke Rockhold is going to come in tonight with Cheeto. Vera is the fighter.
Attaboy, I was seeing if you were going to be able to grab that out of the back of the mind there.
I'll tell you what, I'm not too prepared for this. I think I'm going to make it more about Rockhold.
Okay.
Because, because Rockhold is just supposed to come in here. I was like, Rockhold, need a favor. Can you come in? We need a guest. I'm trying to stay on a schedule. He's like, yeah, sure. He's probably with like 9 girls, but Rockhold is the most pimp daddy fucking guy I've ever met in my life.
Not to take anything away from Rockhold, because he is honestly like the most interesting man in the world. But it's funny because he's retired from the UFC, and we're bringing in Cheeto as well, who's like going to fight for a belt right now. But we're like, Rockhold, who are you fucking right now?
Yeah, exactly.
I imagine that's
I love
what
how you
the
say
end
this.
goes.
He's going to fight for a belt. Do you know if he's going to fight for a belt?
Yeah, he is.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Have you done? Because dude, by the way, when we do these interviews, I can't. Sometimes I'm busy as fuck. Sometimes I don't do as much research as I should. I need you.
We
on
don't
this.
fact check on this pod.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't fact check.
I'm like the 190-pound division. The guy's little, I guess. He's like 125 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I guess everyone's kind of fighting for a belt, but I'm pretty sure he's like, I'm pretty sure he's in like the top there,
nice
bro.
pivot, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's kind of competing for a belt in their life.
They are.
It's like every football player. It's like instead of being like, yeah, he's going to the Super Bowl. It's
Right.
like, no, it's like everybody. I don't know. I fucking just blanked. Shoot, what was I gonna say? I was
No,
gonna
it's
try
like
and make a joke.
Every professional athlete wants to win the championship. It doesn't mean that they're all
right.
close to
we're
doing
we're
it.
a fucking mess right now. I love it. I love it. So the girl, by the way, there's nobody better at giving relationship advice than me. You know, I have a perfect.
You know, I've come to the master.
You've come to the
I've
master.
come to the master.
I'll tell you what you need to do. I'll tell you what you need to do because I've been in the fetal position before.
Yeah, I will say I'm quite shaken up by it. It's really just blasted my world.
Did you just interrupt the godfather of
I'm sorry.
relationships
I'm
as
sorry,
he tried
Sensei.
to
I'm
give
sorry, Sensei.
he
I'm
tried to
sorry.
give you the secret answer? And the secret answer is, Scooty, you must fuck as many women as you can right now. And you must be blasted on my page on social media to make her jealous.
Okay.
And then, if you really love her,
Uh-huh.
you go and maybe get her back, but I still don't know. I think you stay single for a while so you can work harder for the Godfather.
I mean, I don't want to put the blame on you, but I do think a lot of our relationship issues they came around, the world of Bob.
Oh, nice. Well, do you want to go pick daisies down in fucking Iowa and live in a fucking farmhouse, or you want to fucking be in the fucking mix and have a fucking shot? And be
hey, man,
fucking going to Abu Dhabi and
I-
different places, even
I,
though you were invited, you just couldn't find your fucking passport.
I always prioritize work over other things, and that's really, kind of what put the nail in the coffin, I think, a little bit. And I was
Damn
you know,
straight. Instead of bros before hoes,
But-
work and hard work.
Hey, man, I love work and I love what we do, and I want to make this the best show ever. So
Thanks.
it is what it is.
Thanks. Good stuff, Scott. Good stuff. But anyways, like I said, I'll do my part now. I'll work my ass off on getting you laid till Tuesday, and if I don't get you laid by Tuesday, I will wear Speedo during the whole podcast.
That's a deal.
Okay.
That's a
It
deal.
would suck, but I don't like to show off this body because this body is not what it looks like. This body is fucking disgustingly horrible. All right, so I am very interested. So I've had a couple times to go out with Luke, and Luke is like, UFC fighter. He could be Dos Equis' most interesting man.
He really could.
Yeah. I mean, everywhere you go, the guy's got girls around him, and they're all 10s out of 10s. But I can't even look at that anymore. I'm in a relationship. I'm trying. It's actually kind of cool, the urge, because guys are guys, right? Everybody listening here, mostly we're dudes. It's hard to not stay faithful, I'd say, but you have a dick and you're horny all the time.
Yeah.
It's so hard as a guy. So hard to stay faithful. And I think what helps is when you meet the one. Not saying Christine is the one, but my urge to want to zap somebody
Yeah.
has gone down significantly.
Well, when you're in a relationship, that's good, buddy.
Yes.
That's how you should be feeling. You shouldn't want to zap every chick out there. You should want to just be cuddling and watching Hocus Pocus like you did on Halloween.
Coming from the guy who just got fucking has his fucking
Yeah,
relationship falling in pieces.
You're
Yeah,
like,
all right.
You're like, I just found the one, and I'm over here like heartbroken. You're like, I love this girl.
We can never be on the same page with this podcast. Anybody in this room, we're always like fucking hot or cold. Either one.
For real, bro.
Anyways, this fucking charger. We are on YouTube, by the way, now, guys, which is great. Everybody was always complaining, you don't have video, you don't have video. I'm like, well, the things we do when the cameras are off and talking at the same time, I don't, but now we have full video. So, because normally I'll have a laptop up, I'd be full latest, gambling, firing,
would.
and doing all that.
We still got to work on your cell phone etiquette during the pod.
cell phone etiquette.
Yeah.
I have a fucking busy life.
I know, but I mean, it's what you would take an hour out of your day to record the podcast. You can't just put the phone in the fucking desk.
Sure, Scooty. Anything you say. It's great. Just people who want to advertise on our podcast. We're very interested. It seems you don't want to make any money
They can wait till
since
after.
you own a piece of this podcast. So,
I sure do.
you know, I mean, I think that's, you just let the master work. We have not run any ads yet. I mean, we have been good about that, I think. So you
Yeah.
think it's time to start running a couple ads and find some companies that we fuck with?
Yeah, well, we do have PointsBet on the pod. They're a proud sponsor of the podcast.
Of course, PointsBet.
But yeah, other than that, we haven't really been filling the slots here. So I think it's about time.
So I messaged like Jewel yesterday. I was like in one of those moods where like whatever, Jewel the singer. Like I've taught Jewel fucks with my stuff for sometimes they're the most
I
random.
thought you were talking about like the vapes. Like you
No.
wanted Jewel to sponsor the fucking podcast.
No.
I did not anticipate you talking about Jewel the singer. But yeah, what do you got about Jewel?
Nah,
buddy?
me and Jewel have been like fucking around for a little bit, like not like physically, but like talking a little bit back and forth. I think Robert O'Neill actually introduced us to Jewel through social media. That's all I have is social media relationships. But yeah, she's cool, and I was like, so hey, you want to come in? Like me messaging Jewel and being like, hey, you want to come in and be a co-host on the Zap podcast for 20 minutes tomorrow at like 5? And Jewel's like, actually gave the best, nicest response ever. She's like, I would love to. Actually, I'm in Colorado.
Yeah.
Like let's kind of. I think she almost was like angling, like let's make it work. And I was like, oh. Because I just want random. It would be funny to have a random fucking co-host in there, like Jewel.
I don't think you can't get any more random than fucking.
I know.
Jewel,
That's
dude.
why I like random shit, dude. Like there's a fucking banana on the table there. Why the fuck is there a banana on the table? No clue.
Potassium, dude. Potassium.
I know. I get what's in a fucking banana, Scott. I get what's good. We have news. We're getting closer to. I don't want to like. I never like to put things cart before the horse, but I'm only saying this in the Zap podcast only. Only the Zap podcast listeners will know this. I might be getting close if everything be worked out. We're getting a little more. We're picking our spots a little more.
Yep.
Whatever. But we might be the voice of a new video game, a pretty significant one that's coming out for the entirety of the game. I don't want to talk what it's about or anything yet. Might not happen. Might happen. But all I know is the offer I think is hopefully coming in this week, and we'll see what it is, and we'll see if it makes sense for us to do. I mean, I think it's pretty cool to maybe potentially be the voice of a video game, especially when we figure out which one it is. And I tell you if but.
Oh, we can't say what it is.
I mean, I can, but no, fuck it. Not going to. Not going to. I'll give you a clue. It's a football game, but it's not Madden. Which is yeah, I know.
That's a clue.
Yeah, and it's not like
I feel like you just told me what it is.
no, it's a football game and it's not Madden. That's my clue.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Well, I just want to, Scott, do you have anything else you want to say before we get into Luke? Because this is going to be wild. This could be like an hour and a half with him, and dude, this is wild with those guys.
I got a bunch that we can talk about.
Oh, yeah, talk about it.
I mean, tomorrow it starts up the Masters.
Ah.
You're obviously a big golf guy. Do you you have any dog in the fight? Who do you think's who's gonna take the jacket this year?
I think he's getting a lot of press right now, and I guess driving distance, I guess helps here at Augusta. Bryson DeChambeau, I like to win this.
Okay. He's,
Bryson and I used to be friends. I DM him now. He just hasn't responded. So
he's a plus 750 to win the whole thing.
plus 750. Yeah.
He's at the top of the board.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm taking the top of the board later.
Yeah.
I think that Koepka obviously is, I don't know what he's done. Has he bounced back from his surgery? I know Sergio Garcia is out with COVID-19. I guess he's not playing in it. But I like, I like the guys who have won there before. I like Bubba Watson.
Yeah.
He's won twice there.
He's a plus 3,300.
That's a good bet. So I like Bubba Watson. If you go to PointsBet, ZAPPED is our promo code. Head over to PointsBet and New Jersey, Iowa, Indiana, Chicago. I like that bet,
Yeah.
Bubba Watson. But make sure you use our promo code for us because we get incentivized based on user signups. So if you're going to lose your money to them, might as well give us a little bit of a fucking something. A good little recognition, tip of the cap.
Fair enough. I was watching some stuff about the Masters, and a lot of the players were talking about how there's no fans on the course this year. And, when Tiger's in front of you and you hear the roar of the crowd from Tiger, it kind of gets in your head a little bit because, he's the king on the course. Do you think it favors anybody that there's no spectators this year?
Definitely. I think the golf is like the one sport that really would stand out with no
Yeah,
spectators.
of
Because
course.
I definitely think it's like anything else. If you go, they're the same. They're humans. They're
Yeah.
pros, but they're humans. And there's guys that are used to playing in front of massive amounts of people. But like what it does is it moves up the guys who play on the Corn Ferry Tour and the Web.com Tour that now
Exactly.
get their first event at a PGA Tour event.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, this is just like the Corn Ferry Tour, the Web.com Tour. Nobody's watching.
Yeah.
And it's a golf course. And I'm not as good as these guys probably, but I have a better chance of winning because nobody's here.
Yeah, I go back and I think of Jordan Spieth a couple of years ago when he blew that massive lead and all the spectators were there. I think if there's no fans, he maybe cleans up and wins that jacket.
Do you remember how Jordan Spieth's life changed range, that chip in on the side.
I do.
He chipped in off on the bunker. Him and Michael Greller, who's his caddy. Met both of them. I know Jordan really well. I know Ricky. I'm actually a lot of good friends with a lot of those guys because when we started, kind of Ripper Magoo's and whatever, it was very significant in golf because we started up. So I've been everywhere basically when golf and spectators were allowed, we were always there on the courses helping push Ripper Magoo's, and there was people yelling it on the golf course. Good old days. We'll get back to them, but not yet. We have some Christmas stuff coming out, guys. Ugly Christmas sweaters. If you're going to go to an ugly Christmas sweater party and you're going to buy an ugly Christmas sweater, we'd appreciate you buying it from us. Hopefully, shitbag titty fuck one's coming out, Ripper Magoo one's coming out, and we also have these weed. No, they're not actually weed gummies. They have 0.03% TCH in them.
CBD,
I guess.
yeah.
But it's CBD, but they still get you zapped, dude. I love them.
Yeah, you fed one to me when I walked in this morning right before we were about to start all of our workday, and it got my mind a little foggy, but I was like relaxed and kind of zen. Like it was nice.
Dude,
Like,
I
it was
know.
really nice.
And I'm not like fucking around. Like these things, I took a while to look at the way these are done. Like we're at our final stages of just making sure everything's buttoned up.
Yep.
But they are fucking spectacular, and everybody that I've given them to, spectacular. Like
Dude,
they're
they're
awesome.
fucking good. They're fucking
they're
very, very
they're
good.
very, very good.
And it's great because it's not like a weed edible where you go to fucking Pluto. Like
yeah,
it's very relaxed.
They're relaxed,
vibe, yeah.
and obviously all the stuff is on the labels and all that, all the stuff you can read about, 18 plus and all that stuff. But the world's kind of shifting a little bit, and it's 0.03% THC in those things, but they're still like. It just gets you fucking relaxed, and it's a mix of CBD, obviously being the heavier component. So I definitely stand behind those 100,000% more than anything.
I got two more things for us. The first is I'd be remiss not to mention it's Veterans Day today.
Oh my God.
So shout out to the troops. Thank you guys for everything you do.
That is something that I wish I had remembered, and I apologize for that. I am big troop supporter. I mean, who isn't? But at the same time, like just the respect to give those guys that are over there sacrificing everything for our country, and just the balls to be able to go in and not understand where you're going on foreign ground into an enemy country and fucking risk your life for us is the greatest thing I think on planet Earth. And literally am just amazed because I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I could fucking do it. You know, and that's the thing. I don't know if I could do it.
Have you ever heard of Bob Feller?
I have not heard of Bob Feller.
So Bob Feller was a professional pitcher back in the 30s and 40s, and he led the MLB in strikeouts for 4 years leading up to World War II. And then he went and fought in World War II for 4 years and then came back to the MLB and won the lead in strikeouts for the 3 years following that. It just blows my mind to think that an athlete back in the day was going and fighting in war and then coming back and still being able to, like, crush the league. Like, I can't see an athlete being able to do that.
That's
anymore.
a straight fucking savage, and that's
Right?
like
It's like a gangster.
Patrick Tillman too. Obviously, remember the
Patrick
Tillman
Tillman,
story, and obviously, God bless his soul.
Arizona legend.
Pretty crazy stuff. All right, we're about to get pretty wild in this room, I think. Rockhold is a dear friend of ours and just a wild man. And I don't know. I don't know Cheeto. I never know. But he was just rocking with Rockhold. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's get him on the show. Come on over to the house. So let's do it. We do everything out of this crib. So we're having some good times and get the White Claws ready for the boys if they want to drink. And that's not a sponsorship because we're not sponsored by White Claw. So you don't have to drink White Claw. I wanted to. I do like them, but fuck it. Please, somebody sponsor us. It's an alcohol sponsor company.
Before we bring in Rockhold, I do want to get your opinion on the Thursday night football game.
Yeah, who's playing? Scott, you want to turn into the broadcast voice for a minute?
Yes, I do. It's the Colts versus Titans, and it's the points bet, name a bet segment here with Bob. And your bet this week was, will Phillip Rivers throw more touchdowns or more interceptions?
Yes, I know it was. My name a bet. I think Phillip Rivers will throw more touchdowns than interceptions.
I like that.
I think after falling on his back and flopping around like a turtle, he's determined to play better. As you do remember, that fumble that happened. And then Phillip, you didn't see the clip. It's all over the internet, him flopping around like a little turtle. I like that. I was right so far. My name of bets with the points bet. Last week I gave you a zinger, dude. Plus 400. I told you 1.5 touchdowns against the Lions. Dalvin Cook, who was our guest. Will he score more than that? Yup. Nailed it. So you should have listened to me. Points bet, promo code ZAPPED. Love it. We're doing a lot of fucking zingers for points bet. I love it.
They're a great partner, dude. We love
they are.
Points
Dude,
Bet.
points bet is savage. I love it. Points bet is fucking savage. Let's go. I hope we're together for a long, long time. I really do. All right, let's move on to the show. All right, so, I have my favorite guy on planet Earth probably in here, Scott.
Yeah?
The boys have finally arrived. Luke Rockhold. We asked to be on the show for a long time, and he's Luke, you're tough to get in touch with.
Hey, same I could say for you, Bob.
No, I'm actually very accessible. I answer your calls and your texts. Actually, you're pretty good about that with me. But I will tell you what, you did bring somebody who I'm more interested in than you. You brought Cheeto in here.
Cheeto's my man. He's my little son.
Cheeto, the thing is this. Now, I don't usually do a lot of research on my guests because I'm fucking lazy and I'm ADD and everything like that. So I haven't done too much research on you, so we might have to start here. You're from Ecuador?
Yes, I am.
For anybody that doesn't know, Cheeto Vera just won a very, very big, life-changing fight, I'd say, for you, right?
Yeah, those big fights change everything.
So who did you beat?
Sean O'Malley,
What was Sean O'Malley's record?
he was 12-0. He was.
He was 12-0, and now he's 12-1. So I actually remember watching it. Luke, did you watch that fight?
Yeah, I watched that fight. I did even give a little betting odd, a little betting tip. I said my Ecuadorian gangster is going to pull this thing off.
No, you didn't tell me that because I remember. Dude, I always tell people,
Well,
I'm like, dude, Luke.
pretty much put it out to the world on social media.
Oh, well, your page is tough to follow. I just get very jealous of you because it's always you and models everywhere. It's like that's why I can't go to Luke's page anymore. It's just everywhere. I mean, seeing Luke in action, Cheeto. We'll get back to this fight for a minute, but hold on. Seeing Luke in action, Scott. Have you
Yeah.
ever been out with Rockhold?
I saw you guys once at Boa, but I haven't like experienced the full night with you guys. But it always looks wild when you guys go out.
I mean, I give credit where credit's due. There's no better man in America at picking up chicks than Luke Rockhold. Every time I see Luke Rockhold,
Yeah.
he is with tens. And not just one, like a normal person. He's with like 30 of them. Aaron saw you, or Voldemort saw you at a restaurant, and you had like 7 girls around you. What is your secret?
It's not 30.
Not what?
Completely platonic.
What does that mean?
Friends.
Explain us that.
Oh, friends.
Yeah.
It's just friends. Oh, do you fuck
I
your
don't, I don't know if
friends?
I'm. I don't know if I'm buying. Yeah, I don't know if I'm buying that here.
Do you fuck your friends?
Sometimes.
You know, Bob, you can expand
I-
your vocabulary. Platonic.
Oh, platonic.
Something you should look up in
All
the
right.
dictionary. Can you bring it up on the internet? Can you
Yeah,
put
of
that on
course.
the screen?
Sorry, I'm a little
Platonic, yeah.
rusty here. I'm just kind of waking up. I just totally transitioned from Cheeto's massive fight that changed his life to now fucking Luke fucking people.
The definition of platonic: intimate and affectionate, but not sexual. I don't know if that's fallen on.
Oh,
your-
yeah,
on
I
your
buy
plate,
that one.
Rockhold.
Very sexual.
Exactly. Cheeto knows his shit.
I'm sorry.
My son.
I'm sorry.
Got me.
Cheeto,
is
you
a
throw
joke,
him
I'm
under the
funny.
bus.
Hey,
Wait, do you because by the way, I mean obviously having a UFC, being a UFC fighter, right? Both you guys, it's got to be pretty good bragging rights, you know. Like if you have the cauliflower ears, Cheeto, right? So I knew not to fuck with you. Like if I saw you in a bar, but if you didn't have the cauliflower ears, I would be like I could beat the shit out of this guy because you know you're a smaller guy. What's your bantamweight?
Yeah, bantamweight. I'm a little guy.
And what is your ranking right now in bantamweight?
15.
15th. Did it move after O'Malley?
I don't feel it's
It's
fairly
fairly low.
justified. He's in top 10 for sure.
Top 10. So who Peter something has the
He's a champion right now. He's fighting Sterling for the belt in December 12th.
Okay. Do you think you could fuck him up or no?
Well, you gotta fight first, but if you ask me, I'll fight anybody.
Right. Who's somebody that you would like to fight next? That I mean, look, we just got back from Abu Dhabi with Dana. We might have a little bit of pull. Who do you want to fight next? I'm thinking I can
Well,
get on the
let's-
phone and make one call, and I think we have a fight tomorrow.
Let's clarify the situation. He's up next. He's scheduled to fight Jose Aldo, which has fought Peter Yan to a very close decision for that title.
He gotta stop.
Huh?
He gotta stop.
He got stopped, but it was he fought him. I mean, yeah, decision, but he fought him to the end. It was close, and so you're going up against a guy that's going to tell the tale of where he's at and where he's going, and I have all the faith in my boy here.
Yeah.
He's like your fucking agent over here. I like it.
Yeah.
Rockhold comes in. I'm like,
That's
Rockhold, can I
good.
have you? He's
All
like,
we
I got a
need,
guy.
all we need is a date and a time and a contract.
Whoa, whoa,
baby
time out.
boy.
What I ask after the fight, I say, give me Cruz or Aldo. They're two former champions that can put me where I want to be. So
So you want to fight Jose Aldo?
yeah, I'm down for that.
Do you
fight.
want to fight him this year?
Oh
The
yeah,
fight's happening. The
I wanna
fight's
fight.
happening.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like when is the date? They've told him this projected date, but they haven't given the
And
contract.
will you have to go to Fight Island for that, or
No, December is Vegas, and I believe Fight Island don't start until next year around
Okay.
February, March. That's what I understand.
uh-huh.
So at least 2 more fights in the States.
So let's go back to the fight against O'Malley. So you were a massive. We're gamblers in this house. I don't know
Yeah.
if you gamble, but you were a massive underdog in that fight, right?
Yeah.
So when you're like a massive underdog in a fight, this is a dumb question, but is it like you obviously have to be on your A game to beat somebody that like O'Malley was undefeated, right?
Yeah, I believe like the gambling and the bet works more on bigger names. For a moment he got his name out there. They give him the right fight so he can stop the guys with one punch, knocked out and look cool. But let's be real, you gotta fight the hard fights in order to make it to the top. So he was calling me out. So it's not like I'm trying to get that fight to become somebody. He asked for me for many months. Finally, the UFC called me. You want the fight? I was like, I fight whoever you fucking want. And that's one thing Dana told me right after the fight. When I beat him, I walked by him, I shake his hand, I say thank you, and he was like, hey, you never decline a fight. And my answer was like, when you call me, make sure you're ready because I'm always going to say yes. I'm always going to say yes for any fight.
Fuck yeah, I
That's
love
how you
that.
make it.
So now there was a little bit of anybody, you know, when I posted that you're coming onto our show, I got a lot of shit about, they're saying O'Malley busted his leg, and that's the reason why you won.
That's fine. His body's his leg with my shin.
Right,
Hey,
so
a
was
win-
that...
a win's a win. A win's
No,
a
no,
win.
no. I get. Oh, sorry. That's a ring coming in from Luke Rockhold's phone. Let me guess who it is. Some fucking smoke show chick.
Rocket ship.
You know, we're in the middle of a podcast, Luke.
So I
Who was it? What chick was it? Who was it? Can I see a picture of her?
no comment.
Anyways, so what happened in that fight? So you guys were, because it was round one and ended?
Yeah, so, the fight started, I was cutting the angles. I was putting pressure on him. I was following him. He threw a couple kicks. I took them. I keep walking him down, throw some punches. I actually land a head kick, and then I throw a heavy low kick. And, he's one of those guys, like, kind of like he's in karate stances. When I threw my double jab, he kind of like bent backwards, but all the weight in his legs because he's only moving his upper body. So I just throw a full blast low kick and
And you hit him. So then when you hit him, I'm always curious. He's like, you can tell his legs hurting him?
well, I saw him keeping moving towards the cage, and I saw his leg just give up. So when I saw that, you cannot just jump on it and get crazy because you can get caught coming in. So I just let it. I just took my time, keep walking him down, keep throwing a couple jabs, keep kicking him, and 10 more seconds he keep moving around, his leg give up,
Yeah.
and then
When his leg gave up, though, did he just go down or?
he kind of fell on the ground, and then we get in exchange, and he fall to the ground. I follow him to the ground, control the guard, throw a couple elbows, and put him to sleep.
When people like somebody, they're gonna make excuses for that person. You know what I mean? He's got the tattoos. He's got the little that new age bullshit vibe that people take to. The American public takes to make people like some bullshit.
How much do you
so-
think, like in the UFC?
But when you're tall and you're skinny, you become brittle.
Yeah.
And you take those advantages and you try to thin yourself out to take that reach angle, all those advantages, but then it makes you brittle and your body gives out. And it's like it happened multiple times now. It's because it's for a reason.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
because
and
you're getting beat by the better man.
This is how I saw it.
No excuses.
If
at
you
all.
get kicked in the leg and your leg give up, it's the same thing as you get punched in the liver, you give up. You get punched in the jaw, you give up. So sometimes you take it, sometimes you don't. And he kicked me. He threw a couple low kicks in the same spot I throw his. But this is what the only thing I told to the mirror is like, my shit just wasn't stronger than his shit. It's
What do you-
simple as that.
Do you think Jose Aldo's fallen off a little bit? Because he used to be. I remember watching, like back when you were fighting too. I think that's probably when Aldo was starting. When did you fight last? Sorry, sorry. Rockhold's like a dinosaur in the sport now. I'm sorry. I love to get into Rockhold's skin.
I like to take a hiatus when I want to. I can only fight when I have
Rockhold's
to.
in the mentoring program right now, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I only have to fight when I want to.
That's right.
But
Sorry,
believe it or
sorry.
not, I go back in. I'll fight whoever the fuck I want.
I'm gonna fight you in 5 minutes if you keep looking at me with those baby blue eyes of yours. Good-looking cocksucker, you.
Hey, but I don't have to fight. That's the thing.
That is true.
Here's my question: If Bob got a free swing on you right now, you can't protect yourself.
Knock him the fuck
You
out.
think he's knocking you out?
A free swing.
Free swing, like your
Bob?
your jaws.
Bob?
Your jaws exposed. Like you're taking a full
Luke,
punch from Bob.
Maybe.
I am
Are you eating
street-
that?
I think honestly, I'm not trying to be like the man. I think I could kick the shit out of Cheeto. I'm not lying. Like
It could happen.
I'm
Yeah.
confident in my ability.
I'd ref that.
No, I'm
I would
okay.
ref that too.
How long, Luke, would I really last in a ring with him? Like they were like ding ding ding. They shut the thing and I have to fight Cheeto. I'd run around
Why don't you stand up and just throw us one punch, Bob?
all right, that's not gonna happen. Luke.
No, just one jab.
Where?
Just a jab right here. Right
Like
here.
shadow boxing.
Right here.
Like shadow
Just
boxing?
one
Yeah,
like
in
a
front of the
1-2.
camera.
Give us a 1-2 shadow box.
Like pretend the camera is the UFC camera getting at you.
So
You might be too high for the
Just
camera.
stand in the middle. Stand in the middle right here. Just a
Right into that
1-2. A
camera,
1-2. A
Bobby.
jab and a cross.
Yeah, you're terrible. Look, you know why? Look, when you throw your cross, your back leg went up.
That's the reason why Cheeto is because I have a fucking another move. You didn't let me finish.
Okay, let me see the. Okay, go ahead.
That shit you're not ready for.
Fucking flying
Fucking
sidekick.
tight pants. on.
It's very cute. Yeah.
So Rockhold, when's your next fight against fucking? You gonna fight ever again or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight soon.
But you had-
I'm just waiting. I had
actually-
2 surgeries, so I'm just waiting. I want my body healthy. I don't need to fight. I'm not gonna fight compromised. And so if my body allows me to fight, I'm trying to get through the shoulder injury. shoulder surgery
Right.
and a stupid toe surgery I had. So I'm waiting on these. The shoulder's the biggest problem, really. But once I get that back and I have the confidence in that, I can go fight.
Yeah, and you might.
I'm not going back just to fight people. It's like I know if my body's healthy, I can still fight the best in the world. I can beat the best in the world.
Well, you were my favorite. Truthfully, before we were buddies. No, I don't like to build up your ego. It sucks because you obviously have the biggest ego in the world, and it's the worst. But
Hey,
no,
come
that's
on.
not. No, that's not true. Actually,
Bobby.
Luke is. By the way, Luke is one of my favorite people, and we hang out a lot when he answers his phone. Actually, you're pretty good about it, right? Just saying, Luke, I'm just so envious of Luke's ability to get pussy. It's just unbelievable. I have got to find a way to show this somehow. You know, we were talking about vlogging, dude. You are the Houdini of pussy,
Is it really that good? Is that strong?
dude. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Have you? Wait, time out, Cheeto. Have you seen this man in action in front of women?
Not really, but I can see that.
Good. No, but you had some.
I don't want to talk too much. I don't know.
No,
How
this is-
much
this
you want
is
me to talk
safer.
about it?
This is safer. But your fight, I was a huge fan of you, obviously, Luke, before we met and whatnot. But you fought, I looked at your list that you posted. Who was it? Machida that you beat? Who were all those guys?
Cheetah, Wyman, Jacare, Bisping.
Bisbing?
He got me back a little bit, but I beat a lot of people in this sport. Yeah,
So who was the
I was a Strikeforce champ, and they were disrespecting me there. Then I went and did my thing in the fucking UFC.
So what was the, who was your biggest fight? Like, did you ever fight for the belt?
I won the belt in a couple organizations.
Oh, really? Sorry, lack of research, guys. Didn't know that one. I actually did see
I think my toughest fight, really, obviously was probably not obviously, but I think Jacare was probably my toughest fight.
Jacare.
Jacare when I fought him the first time in
Yeah, back
2011.
then.
When I fought him, I think he was tougher than my Weidman fight. Given the times. Yeah.
What's your mentality going into? I mean, you ever nervous?
If I
going
could
into
fight
the
Jacare at my best, and I could fight Weidman and beat him for a world title when I'm on antibiotics and have a staph infection.
ring? Yeah.
It's a little different.
It's just amazing that you guys go into this ring and try and kill the other person. It's like I'm so glad I
We
do.
take
it.
him to the brink of death.
Take him to bring it down. So you
Brink
go
of
in there,
death.
you want to kill the guy.
Oh yeah.
So Cheetah, were you guys friends? You and O'Malley? Were you not friends?
I'm not friends with nobody in my division.
Really?
Like, no, fuck no.
What if they're like, hey, let's go have a coffee sometime?
You can't be, right?
No, you can't. Like, I put it like that. MMA, we make like this martial arts shit. We bow to each other in the gym, cool. But once you go to the cage, that shit is not a sport. You're fighting for your future, for your money, for your family, for your kids.
Fuck your manhood.
You're fighting for everything. So I don't see it as a sport. To me, it's like we're fucking going to war and one's gonna go down.
All right, well, I think the objective of what this podcast has to be now, and I think, Luke, obviously you're backing it as well, and Cheeto, and with our connection to Dana White, I think that we need to make, what do we need to do to make this next fight happen again?
We need to get a contract on file,
Okay, so we got to
on the table.
Okay.
We need to sign this thing. We've had projected dates, have we not? I mean, I'm just looking out for my boy. I'm like, I want to know when's what.
Well,
what's
Luke,
what,
I'm
what
good
am
at
I
this
gonna
stuff.
do? Hey, can we get Dana on the phone?
Can we get Dana on the phone? Yeah, I'll get Dana on the phone here.
Odds of him answering are probably what,
No,
plus
no.
plus 800 right now?
So we need Dana to pick up the phone. We are calling him on FaceTime right now. Let's see. We're FaceTiming Dana as we speak and seeing if he'll pick up. Probably my 9th call to Dana of the day, and he's only answered one of them. So
Oh, good odds here, Bob. Good odds.
hasn't been answering my calls either lately. I think.
Dana,
Well, I guess he knew I was in the room with Cheeto. He might not want that put that paperwork on file here or whatever.
must be.
So you need Dana to put. What does he need to do? Well, let's make it happen, Luke.
I believe there's a projected fight date, and there's a locked in opponent where this Jose Aldo fight is happening, and it's just about a contract and a confirmed date.
So when you get a contract, and
Everything's up in the air right now, so it's a little tough.
I mean, he has so many fights going on right now, don't they?
That's the thing, they came from Abu Dhabi. I heard Sufa
But
boxing.
this is not a small
happening.
fight. This is a main event fight. This is a big fight.
Wait, Cheeto wants a main
This is a-
event fight after one fucking win against O'Malley. He thinks he
Yeah.
deserves the main
Cheeto's
card.
fighting Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo is one of the biggest legends in all of fighting.
Right.
Is that main card? Is that
Jose Aldo is definitely main card, and Cheeto has proven himself to be main card. I mean, this is the co-main event for a fucking big pay-per-view, or this is the main card on any other fight card.
okay? So you want right now Aldo?
Yeah, I take Aldo, Cruz, or anybody in the top 10, top 5.
What if they were like? What if Dana got hammered one night? Was like Peter Yan, you're fighting him. Is that somebody you would fight?
That in paper can happen, but if they ask me, you want to fight that guy? I'm saying, fuck yeah, I fight that guy.
Because isn't there a stepping stool to
Of
get
course.
the belt? So
Like Aldo will give me a huge fucking opportunity. Like if I beat that guy, I just jump the line. But if the NS is like, you know what, this is the fight I want for you, and it's a big fight, I'm all in because
Okay.
I'm training full the whole year. I'm training, so I'm not worried about who they put me in front. I just need to know when it's gonna be to know when to pick, when to cut the weight. There's a lot of things involved.
What is cutting weight like? You're skinny. What do you mean cutting weight?
I took like over 20 pounds from this fucking body.
Damn.
Wow. What do you weigh right now currently?
I was like 155 in the morning.
How do you cut? What do you do?
55, That's 30 pounds.
It
That's
goes
20
out with Bob
20
Bender for a
pounds.
3-day bender.
Well,
all the time.
You gotta bring. Might be have to Tim in that one.
I get all the way till 149 with diet wise, and then the rest is just water overnight.
So what do you just like shitting yourself like all the time? Like you just keep shitting, throwing up, or what do you do?
No, like you gotta have a diet, have a plan, and then like every day you know how much you're gonna lose. You water load, and then 10 12 pounds of water. You just dehydrate it overnight.
It's not. It's more than that. It's like the glycogen too. It's like the glycogen in your muscle. It's a carb. Basically, you take the sugar and the carb out of your muscle, and then that will detract from taking the water from your essential organs. So when you take like a 4-day process of taking the carbs and the sugars out, so it takes your muscles, your body holds a certain amount of weight, just like in water, the glycogen. So when you take that out, it depletes that, and so when you get to that crucial point of cutting the last bit of pounds, it doesn't take that all from like you're not just stressing that straight to like your organs because you don't want to deplete your organs.
Right.
If you deplete your organs, then you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because that 24-hour process of coming back is not going to be there for you.
Okay.
So it's like you take the glycogen out, then you deplete as
Right.
much as you have to get that point, then you refuel as fast.
Say you're leading into a fight and you need to cut, 2 or 3 pounds to make weight. Is that going to affect anything when you go into the fight? Because you're not getting like your nutrition that you would usually get.
If you don't do it right,
You gotta do it right.
you see a guy. That's why sometimes you see guys coming in the first round,
Yeah.
and after a minute they're gone.
Right.
They have a shed weight cut.
So the goal is obviously, a week before the fight to be at fighting weight, ready
Oh
to go.
No.
We cut one night before. Everybody.
really?
But then you can eat right after you step on the scale.
It's a 4-day process.
Yeah.
If you're smart, it's a 4-day process.
Well,
But then,
5
then,
weeks.
and then you get to that point, and
Yeah.
then you cut the weight. Yeah,
Right.
one day before.
Because they say like you
then
weigh
you cut the last bit of weight.
you weigh in and then like people can throw on 10 pounds after the weigh in, or is that
15, 10 to 20.
Is there any
Really?
advantage
10
to
to
after
20,
you
sometimes
okay.
more.
say you're stepping on the scale, you got to hit like whatever 135, say, right? Exactly. So then after you step on the scale, how do you monitor? Like, is it important after you just cut all that weight to monitor what you eat in the next 24 hours?
Well, yeah, I have a nutritionist, and she do everything for me. Like I don't ask, I don't say nothing. She just put every single thing in front of myself.
Ah.
She by time, by everything. She rehydrate me.
Yep.
She feed me. She cook every meal, and
Life
the weight.
must be nice there, Cheeto. Nice.
Oh yeah, I
Nice.
love it.
Live
She's
the
the
life of
best.
professionals.
Loses the life of a professional fighter. Pretty good. And then what happens to like O'Malley now? Does O'Malley loses? He's still good. He just had it's 12-1 now or something.
Yeah.
So does he like? Who does he fight next in that division?
I don't
cares?
fucking
It's
know.
up to who's up to the
Like-
gods.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Hey, this is not our deal.
All right. I'm just I'm just very.
How much do you guys think your success in the UFC is attributed to like your pizzazz, like the Showtime, like the Conor McGregor shit? Is
A
that
lot.
A lot, right?
lot.
It's a lot about like the
It's
verbal
not
sparring
you
before
will
a fight and
see
shit.
you will see many guys
Uh-huh.
winning fights,
Yeah.
and nobody know they exist.
Do you think if you're a talker, it's more beneficial than if you win every single fight? If you go undefeated,
Not just a talker, but you gotta like have a little spice in you. You gotta
Right.
have that light that you attract people, and some people have it, some people don't.
right? For sure.
I mean, look. I think the only reason I think we're
Some
here, we
people
just
try and some people are.
Yeah.
And some people have fucking whole countries behind them. It's not exactly fair, bro. I'm just
we
saying.
gotta go. That's what we do.
Hey, try to be an American, you gotta win like 15 world titles to get any credit.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, you go from some countries.
I'm from
you
a
make
small
contender-
country, gonna fucking make it happen.
Let's build a fucking ring in Ecuador and let's do it
Hey,
ourselves.
Hey, he's this man has done it. I've seen him on the Ultimate Fighter, and like, I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't the biggest prospect, but like,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like most talented. But he fucking worked.
Yeah.
But
He
what do you
fucking
what
worked,
do you
and he
say?
became his mentality put him into this position. Like, but he always had the best attitude. I was like, this fucking guy is the best. I was
He-
like,
he does
you could
have
tell,
a
you
thing.
could feel it.
Right,
This
yeah.
was 7 years ago.
Passion.
I coached him on Latin American Ultimate Fighter, but he got detracted. Obviously, he lost a fight or two, and but then he came back, and the mentality is everything.
Right.
And I think this is the biggest thing for him coming up in this Jose Aldo fight. Is Jose is fucking still talented. He's still fast. He's still good. But this motherfucker, he's willing to go that extra mile. He'll
Yeah.
push himself further and harder. And in a 5-round fight, I think he breaks Jose Aldo.
Do
And
you
I
ever-
think he proves himself as one of the top contenders in the world.
Do you ever get worried about, how old are you?
I'm 27.
27. Is that old for a fighter or no?
He's fucking young.
That's
I'm young.
No, I'm just look. This is a foreign thing to me, so I don't
Right.
know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff.
No, I'm young.
Does it ever? I mean, you've had people would say 16-6. You have 6 losses.
Yes.
So to people that are like, oh, that he doesn't deserve to fight Aldo. What's your response to that?
Oh, they can suck my dick.
Perfect. That's all we wanted.
That's a sad podcast.
There we go.
The
That's
Uf-
an answer.
The UFC, the UFC give you the opportunity. They send me the contract, and that's how you make your career. They call you, they give you a big offer, and the train don't pass twice. So you gotta take it when they give it to you.
Well, I mean, look, you got Ripper Magoo Nation now behind your side. You got Zap Podcast behind you, 100%. You're gonna get all the pussy you want in the world because you're hanging out with Rockhold. Life is good for Cheeto.
He's got married with 3 kids.
Don't have them listen to this. That's all I'll say.
Hey, look,
Happily married. He's got a great wife, great kids.
Yeah, I'm good, but
he's got amazing.
go like that.
amazing
Skip the
situation.
pussy. Keep going.
There you go. Exactly. All right, what are your boys' plans now? You going on the town here?
I think we're going out for a little steak dinner, huh?
I'm
Bobby?
training
What?
tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning, so
All right.
I'm eating dinner and I'm going to sleep.
All right.
I'm always curious about this question. Like, what drives you guys into UFC? Like, when you first start out, like,
Oh, we're going way back to the beginning. here.
I mean,
I was
I like-
trying to go. This girl's
Hey,
upstairs for God's sake, and
I-
Rockhold's got a rock hard boner. underneath
hey, you
those
only
6
you
foot-
only get this opportunity every now and then.
We edit a lot of this. Don't worry.
Well, to
Yeah,
me, I was getting on a street fight since I remember.
whooping ass or what?
I was getting whooped too, so it was half.
Yeah.
Like, but it was just the desire of wanna fight.
Okay.
Like in my mind, I will always wanna find a way to fight. And my brother and my cousins, they will pay the kids in the streets, the poor kids. Like they were giving couple bucks to come fight me. So those kids were fighting for money. I was more like, oh fuck yeah, oh really? Oh is he there? And they will kick my ass because they live in the streets. They were homeless kids and they know how to scrap. With me, I was just let's see what happened. I want to feel the adrenaline, and I don't know why. I don't understand why. And when I started watching Pride FC, the Strike Force, the UFC, WEC, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, that's what I'm. That's gonna be my degree, my job.
Yeah.
And then I remember I watched GSP, and I fell in love with the sport because he made me fight. He was the UFC welterweight champion. When I saw that guy fighting, I was like, oh fuck, I wanna be that.
That's amazing. I've
You,
learned-
you ever been punched in the face?
yes, once.
Really?
But I ducked. He missed. I just got nicked. Kind
Like,
of.
oh, have you ever been punched in the face? You go, I ducked and
Yeah,
missed.
I mean, it kind of scrapped me a little bit on the side, hit me a little bit, but I
What
can't
about-
imagine that would
What
be.
about kicked in the liver?
Kicked in the liver? Never been.
No chance.
That hurt.
What's the worst place to get hit?
In the liver.
Leg kick to the liver?
Body kick.
Body kick.
Body kick?
Leg kick is a leg kick. It's a body kick.
So it's right here?
That's worse than getting fucking.
Liver's on your right side.
My
Those
liver's
are
probably
kidneys.
gone,
Those are
gone.
kidneys.
Okay,
It
so
will-
right.
Liver's on your right side.
Right here.
And then what do you do when
Your
you get
kidneys are on this side. Your liver's right over here behind.
You
tucked
cannot
in.
control it. Once your liver is shut down,
You're paralyzed.
fucked.
your body just die. Like you just and
You got a
it's-
weak liver
it's,
too,
like,
Bob.
scary
so
for- yeah, no
it's
shit.
Yeah, but you're
vulnerable
fine.
spot
But you're
for you.
fine, and it's like you just shut down. Your body shuts down for about 30 seconds, and then
But what do you
maybe
do? Put your hands
45.
over your head and hide?
Yeah, but the referee will
No,
stop.
typically you would put your head over your liver and you'd
Yeah, but I've
protect
never
your body.
seen somebody you're acting like you get hit in the.
I mean, you want to make ratings, Bob. This is your show. I mean, I'm probably one of the best liver kickers in the sport. So I mean, if you want to,
Yeah, when he
we
fought,
might need-
I'm
Oscar-
just saying we could square up right here and you could just.
We might need that
You
for a
just
social
take a
team.
deep
Yeah,
breath,
I
look
actually-
away.
I have a guy for that. There's a new assistant that started working for me. If he wants a fucking job here, I think that's actually perfect.
No, like if you want to see
But
a,
again, labor
I
laws
think
and
your
all-
viewers are man. Yeah.
if you want to see a
We'll
body
just
kick,
one.
when he kicked Costa Filippo in the liver, that guy. died.
Costa Philippe, Scotty, can we clip that when we? I want to see that kick. So he kicked
Yeah,
somebody in
yeah.
the liver.
And then I did finish a guy in LA with a body shot.
Mm-hmm.
When Garbrandt fought TJ for the belt, I fought in the prelims that night, and I put the guy against the fence, and I just throw up like a hook, like a double hook, and the guy just died.
Dropped.
But it's like,
But it's a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful shot because you're not.
You
like,
know when you hit it.
Like
when
we
you
don't
connect.
have the intention to really hurt somebody. Like for the future. But like a body shot is a beautiful thing because they just shut down. You proved how much better you are, and they shut down, but they're gonna recover just fine, and you feel good about it.
Yeah.
It's like it's
don't
one of
have
those
to
things
fucking
where
shatter the nose
you're not
and
gonna
whatnot.
fucking they're gonna go home to the family like all the shit like no I don't we know none of us really want to do that. None of us good people in the sport. But a
don't
body
know
kick
about
a body
that.
kick a body kick is a beautiful
I'm
thing.
full bike. I want to take your soul away.
Really?
Oh, I swear.
Are there like gentlemen's rules in UFC?
Of course, you don't kick the dick.
Dick,
You don't
right,
bite.
yeah.
No scratches. No
Yeah.
fingers in the eye.
You ever have competitors that do that shit?
By
Yeah,
accident.
but you get flagged for it if you do it. You can't fucking
Yeah,
just
you
go out
can.
there, you can't kick him in the fucking dick 7 times.
Yeah,
They're gonna stop it. They'll
you
deduct
lose,
points
you
and
lost the
shit.
fight, and then it's you don't wanna. You have integrity. You don't have a. You don't want
Right.
to do that.
Yeah,
Even if
yeah.
you're losing the fight.
Not everybody has integrity.
But sometimes in the
Right.
moment, sometimes you might think like, hey, sneak a little fucking finger in there. Because if you
Right.
poke him in the eye and it looks accidental and it buys you some time. Because a lot of times too, like you get hit, right? You got to buy time. If you get hit really hard,
Yeah, but if you get poked in that good.
So Bob stands by the if you ain't cheating you ain't trying kind of.
No,
mentality.
Exactly.
no, no,
That's
no,
Bob-
no,
that's
no.
Bob, hey.
no, I'm not. No, I just look. I've never been in the thing. I like. I'm just intrigued. I'm so fascinated by just that sport that you walk in and kick the
I
shit out of
honestly
somebody.
tell you, I prefer to lose before I cheat.
Right.
I
That's-
won't.
Yeah.
I won't do that shit.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm talking about in the cage illegal movement or just using any PEDs or whatever.
All right. Well, I'm getting. This is fun, guys. This is a great time in here. Luke, I just want to say, hopefully, we're going out tonight for dinner. Am I invited?
Let's go.
I mean, Luke, how many times he's gonna fucking ask for the
you
dinner
gotta
invite here?
you gotta go ask my girlfriend
You have a girlfriend? Oh, I wish we could bring her down here.
upstairs.
Man, she is. You have a very beautiful. I'm happily with somebody, but
I'm happily, yeah, me too.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, man. Sweet. Cheeto,
Yes, sir.
you're the man. We appreciate it. You have our
Thank
full
you.
backing, 100% for coming on the show, and we are going to make this fucking Aldo thing. I'm going to blast this everywhere. We need to fight Jose Aldo, and we're going to fucking make sure. Dana owes me a favor. So,
Oh. I ain't saying poop.
no, Dana, I'm saying it on record, owes me a favor. We're using it right now.
Come on, Dana,
Even though
let's
he-
get a date.
He really doesn't owe me a favor.
Let's put this thing on.
All right, let's make it happen. Guys, thanks so much for coming. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you, brother.
Bingo.
Thank you.
Let's go.
All right, sweet. So I mean, Cheeto was, by the way, thank you to Cheeto and Mr. Steal Yo Girl over there. Yeah, he is my favorite guy on the planet to party with.
He's a stud.
Huh?
He's a fucking stud.
I mean, dude, he is.
He's a stud.
I mean, UFC fighter, good looking dude. I mean, I'm gonna get off the guy's dick here by a minute, but he's been a good wingman back in the day, and he is like when you see him at a party operate when it comes to women. When he was single, I don't know
Yeah.
what he is right now, but like I think he is probably. But like, dude, he is like a magician when he navigates a room with chicks and everything like that.
it's one skill that I would love to have. If I could do what Rockhold does, I'd be the happiest man on the planet.
Yeah, but you're not a UFC fighter. You don't have a six pack, and you.
My point
are not
exactly.
as good looking.
I'm working on the six pack.
That six pack will never come, buddy.
I think it's coming.
No.
I do.
Guys like me and you are just fucked. We're just fucked. We just got to accept it and try and rely on our voices and on your production skills and fucking whatever. And
I don't know. I think if I keep zapping, I could get that six pack. It's a six pack zap.
the six pack zap, I love it. Cheeto's a great guy, huh? So how that happened was I asked Luke to be on the show because last minute Pitts bailed out, and I wanted to get him on there. We've been trying to get him on there for a while, and he finally said, "Let's go." And we've worked on it before, and then he brought Cheeto randomly, and like not brought him, but just told me he was coming.
Yeah,
I had no
yeah.
time to prepare, so I'm sorry for having lack of knowledge in certain categories. Unlike you, normally I'm dialed in, but he was a great all around good dude.
I don't want to deviate away from our guest, but what did happen to Pitts? Did we talk about that in the intro?
Yeah, he got hit across the middle by the guy in the Georgia.
Or what, did he fuck up his nose or what?
I don't know. I think
Yeah.
he just got hurt. I know that pretty bad. So he'll be back though. He's
Okay.
going to be pretty good. But yeah, I'd love to try and see if we can Ripper Magoo Nation and Zap Podcast can help make that fight happen for him. I do know Sean O'Malley too. He's actually a really cool kid. We've spoken before, I think briefly. And
He's
O'Malley-
eccentric. He's an eccentric dude.
Yeah, he's a good fighter too, though.
Yeah.
Nothing against him. I mean, if they fought again, who knows, But he won the one that mattered. Cheeto did, but
You know what I loved about Cheeto's mentality is he's like, I'll fight fucking anybody. Like put Andre the Giant in front of him, that guy's gonna fight him. He's fucking 5'2", but he'll fight anybody.
he told a great story though when we were upstairs off the podcast when he met O'Malley in the elevator, but like randomly, like before the fight. They just the two of them, no security or anything in there, and I was like, what happened? And O'Malley, I guess, was being kind of a little bit probably like more buddy, I think. Than,
Yeah.
And he was just like, I'm here for war. Like I'm not. He gave him this look, I guess. The way
I
he
love
described
that.
it was
I love
better.
that.
But yeah, the kid's a scrapper fighter. If you get a chance to check him out, go check him
Yeah.
out. Cheeto Vera. I just became a very, very big fan of him. So.
He's squirrely.
He's squirrely. No, he's got Mickey. He's like Mickey Ward. He's squirrely. By the way, I think the quest for the co-host begins. Scott, do we have any early prospects here?
I mean, I think you know where my mindset is at. I want that in with Franco. I think if she comes in here, I got a chance.
you're gonna have to convince Christina. Maybe you're gonna have to convince her.
I mean, she's not coming in for you. She's coming in for me.
All right, fine. That's
you know?
fine.
Like,
That's fine.
It's not for you.
By the way, so I mean, what about we bringing Aaron back at all? What are you thinking? I mean, we got is Aaron's just, I think in the penalty box for a little bit.
He's sitting in the sin bin for sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't know at this point. Like, I was very in favor of him, but his actions over the past couple days, we're in limbo right now.
No,
bro.
when we say that with Aaron, we love to bust his balls.
No,
but,
we love the guy.
But what he says is he'll call us and be like, "What are you guys doing? What's going on?
yeah.
Huh? We doing a show today?" I'm like, and I like to just like, obviously, I'm just kind of delaying it,
Yeah.
just like 'cause I'm a dick and I like to fuck with him. But no, it'll be funny. So we'll keep it open. Aaron, we'll definitely have him back on the show. I just don't know when it'll be, but I think we do need a little bit more female presence in here right now. I'm
Yeah.
just getting sick of talking to your face the whole time. I'm sure you're getting sick of talking to mine.
That's fair. I mean, the thing with Aaron is he's been through a lot with us. He's been through a lot with us. He traveled to Arizona.
Oh
and,
yeah. What
you
a
know.
hard life. What a hard life. He's been through so much. Yeah. World War III and back. Are you fucking kidding me? Listen, it was it's a hard job, but even still, at the end of the day, not a lot of opportunities come where you get to meet some of the people that you met and can parlay that into anything you want.
Yeah, I'm literally like, yeah, poor Aaron had to go to Arizona, hang out with bottle service girls, go to the clubs for free with you, drink for free, live for free. Poor Aaron. Poor Aaron.
Fucking guy. And then, hey, the way he leaves me though is funny. It's like, because obviously I screamed at him like that night, and
Yeah.
that's the straw that broke the camel's back with him. And like we were kind of at a point where we were just like, like we were becoming buddy. We're too buddy,
Yeah.
and like it was hard to like, have my right hand guy be like, too buddy with. You
Yeah.
know? That's
do you ever fear though that like anyone who's your assistant who has to spend all day, all night with you, you guys are always eventually going to become buddy, or it's not going to work out in the assistant
No,
role?
because Aaron was kind of not like Aaron had Aaron had his schedule when he was working, but what happened was obviously our work is kind of unorthodox, so it's like night times you have to work. Like if you're at like 2 a.m,
Yeah.
but it wasn't really work. It was that's why we just hung out.
ain't a 9 to 5.
So we'll probably have that. I don't, maybe I don't even think I'd want an assistant anymore. I think I just want to
No.
kind of just chill. I do have a lot.
I think that has to do a little bit with Christina. No,
Man, maybe Christina can maybe
maybe she helps.
she can help me out a little bit.
I don't think that's a horrible
And
idea.
I'm taking on less too. So
The funny thing is, I get like people DMing me all
I'm
the
taking
time.
on less. Like what am I, like DiCaprio or something? Taking on less movies this year.
I get people DMing me all the time about the assistant role now. Like all the time.
Yeah, no, so do I. But the problem is, I don't know yet. We'll see. I'll find somebody. We'll be good. And the next one will hopefully be. I think we might need a girl who can help with the organization of a little. I need like a whiteboard. Aaron never got the whiteboard thing down.
Bobby, we've covered fucking every wall in your home with whiteboards, okay? Like, we literally have. I'm just waiting for you to be like, I can't do the whiteboard. I need a chalkboard now.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I know we talked about maybe next week we'd be going away. I don't think that's going to happen yet. I think we're going to bunker down here for a little bit and keep these shows cranking.
Yep.
It's obviously better when we get people in studio. It's more fun.
Hey, how much better is it when they're in studio?
Way better.
Like, it's night and day.
Yeah, that was what it used to be before COVID-77 or whatever it is.
I know, dude. I want only in studio.
Me too. All right. Well, listen, here's the deal. We're going to trail off now, guys. It was a pleasure.
Not yet.
No. Oh, I'm kidding. The voicemails, obviously, I want to
Yeah.
do
I mean,
because I love the voicemails.
the best part of the show.
They are. All right. Bring the voicemails in. Who do we got coming in hot here?
All right, guys, if you want to call in, the number is 213-293-9711. We love hearing from you, so please call in and let us know what you like about the show, what you hate about the show, any questions, marry, fuck, kill, blah, 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 and let's dive right on
All right.
into it.
Wait. Let me just see if I can get the number right. 213-243?
Close.
Fuck. All right. I'll never get it. All right.
213-293-9711.
We'll actually take your feedback on co-host stuff on the voicemail, too.
That's what we would love.
Love that.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
what
perfect.
we need.
Hey, how's it going, Bob? Aaron, Scooty. Just a quick question. Do you think at some point that you will hold auditions to see who Peter is, so anyone can try out for Peter? Just curious, want to throw in my resume in there. Just let me know. And by the way, thank you for the voice.
Why would I ever try and replace Peter when there is one and only Peter? I don't get what people are saying that. Peter is real, guys, and I don't know what the issue is here, and you can't get that. Now, if Peter decides to, jump off a fucking building because he lost too much money on the Jets game or something like that and decides to kill himself or something, yeah, I'll probably do the hunt for Peter. So to answer your question, more than likely he probably will try and do that, so yes, we'll see.
Can we get any description of what Peter looks like?
I'm not allowed to say.
No, you can't.
Nope,
He doesn't
not
want
yet.
you to.
He doesn't want
divulge
to.
that
He's like one of
information?
those guys. Like he just is. He's been around. But
I can respect that. If he wants to stay under the radar, he stays under the radar.
moving on.
Hey, Bob. This is Ben from West Texas. I got to say, man, I'm a big fan, and I work out here in the oil field. Got laid off in April because of the pandemic. So that kind of sucks. Recently picked up now. But I just wanted to tell you that your podcasts get me through every single hitch that I run out here. Keep on doing what you're doing, bud. God bless, and I think I'm going to get zapped after work.
That was what am I on your good side?
Yeah.
I'm on your good side.
You're
right
on my
now?
good side right now,
That was
yeah.
a nice voicemail. I don't usually get thank you, sir. I appreciate
we
that.
honestly get a lot of people who are like very thankful for our podcast. So I wanted to put one of them on, and I'm glad that he's getting zapped after work as opposed to before work.
Or during, which I used to do,
Or-
and
or during.
still do, I guess, because I guess this is work.
Yeah, I mean, you were slugging White Claws during the interview.
Oh god, dude! See, the thing is, I keep always forgetting we're doing video now. By the way, it's on YouTube. Full videos will probably be uploaded a little after we release the episode. So we'll release the episode, and then later on, it'll be put on YouTube a couple days after, probably, or maybe the night of. Depends how we feel.
It'll come out a few hours after the audio. Same
yeah,
day.
but I kind of want a lot of listeners to go to the streams, though, don't we?
I don't think it makes a difference.
Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference actually. Fuck it. Okay, next one. Thank you so much, buddy. You're the fucking man. I appreciate it. Go enjoy getting zipped.
Hi, Bob and Peter. I'm from Everett, Washington, and I wanted your opinion on Cam Newton. And my personal opinion is that he's too old. I mean, even though he's fairly young, he's not, with all the injuries, he's not the same quarterback he used to be. But I don't know if you think he's still, the same person, whatever his dance move was, dabbing.
All right, let's
But
go. Hurry it up,
I
kid.
want your
Come
opinion
on.
on him.
Come on.
I'm not a fan of him. He's cool, but
Great.
I don't
Keep
know.
it going. Okay. We done yet?
Yeah,
All right,
he's
good.
done.
I love Cam Newton. I do. And I think the way he's played, I think the Patriots' record doesn't really reflect his play. I think that he came in, obviously, the fumble during, the final drive against
Bills game.
That was by the way, massive fumble. They win that game. They're back in.
Are you saying that's a massive fumble because you had some dough on the game?
No, I didn't.
No dough?
No, I don't think so. But I'm saying it was a massive fumble because they were driving
Yeah.
to tie the game, and he fumbles the football. It's the one thing you can't do, or else you lose the game. That was obviously a massive mistake that flipped literally the whole fucking season around for the Patriots. They go now 4 and what would it be? I think they're 4 and 5. They would have been, I believe, because they won last week. Yeah, so. Yeah, it was just tough. But I think Cam is looking. I think, by the way, old. I think he's moving around the pocket beautifully in the first half of the season, and I think he still shows he can throw the football. He doesn't have a lot of receivers right now, and he's still getting used to the offense. It's the first year he's getting thrown in after Tom Brady. There's a lot of pressure on him. He's also playing for another fucking. This is a contract year for him.
Yeah.
So he's not making a lot of money.
I mean, you can't call Cam Newton old when Drew Brees and Tom Brady are still slinging the pill all around the fucking field.
Exactly, and
I think Cam's 32.
I don't know his exact age, but I do know that, obviously, though, running quarterbacks that get hit a lot get older faster.
Yes.
So that's the reason why I would say, if anything's getting old, but he hasn't shown it.
He's also a fucking truck, though. He's not your normal, small little scrambling quarterback who gets popped and he, gets fucked up. Cam's bigger than most linebackers.
Right. He doesn't fuck around. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know. But again, they won last week, which is good, but that fucking Bills game fucked their season. I'm a big Pats fan, so. Anyways, guys, looking forward to another week of football. Got to look at the schedule right now. But again, thank you for joining us here, guys. It has been a lot of fun. Again, episode 36, right?
35.
Okay, 35.
35,
I
I
think
believe.
you're wrong, but it doesn't matter. All right, that's it for the show, guys. Let's wrap it up. It's a pleasure. Scooty, we still got to get you laid because you're single now. And let's start while we're editing. We'll try and get you somebody that we know that you can introduce you to that I will have to pay for. No, just kidding. All right, see you guys.
Later, guys.
Well, Peter, we just blew any chance. We got some big ass balls and they don't fit in skinny pants. Boy, you swing, dog, white in your stance. Caught a flag in the end zone for busting my dance. Hey, we hitting zappers, got some booty. Watch how she caught the man straight out the draft. Hand on my shaft. I'm zapped off my ass. Slugging bros and ripping my goose. 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 Slugging bros and ripping my goose.